Welcome to this edition of the Click and Pledge's Fundraising Command Center podcast, where we talk the why, the what, and the how in the Click and Pledge's ecosystem.
Today, we're focusing on one of the most powerful tools in our arsenal. We are diving deep into the capabilities of the Click and Pay suite application within Salesforce.
And specifically, we're zeroing in on Click and Pay Store and Event.
That's the one. And just a quick reminder before we really jump in, the Click and Pay platform is immense. I mean, it's a huge suite of tools.
Right.
So we simply can't explain the full scope in one session. This deep dive is purely focused on that store and event module. So, definitely be on the lookout for future discussions where we tackle the rest of it.
Absolutely. So our mission for you, the listener, is to really unpack how this solution works. We want to show how it provides this seamless branded experience for your supporters while, and this is key, consolidating all those different tools that so many organizations are juggling.
Okay, so let's start there. The consolidation piece.
Yeah, let's unpack that. If an organization is, say, already using separate ticketing software and maybe some e-commerce plugin, why do we recommend they switch everything over? What exactly is store and event at its core?
At its core, we define it as our comprehensive online commerce and event management solution, and it's purpose-built for nonprofits.
Tailored specifically for them.
Right. So when you consolidate, you stop using 3 different tools that don't speak to each other. Instead, you run everything through one single consolidated engine.
And when you say everything, what are we talking about?
I mean, building and managing a full online storefront, handling complex event registrations, selling tiered tickets, sponsorships, even digital and physical products.
That's a huge scope to put under one roof.
It is, and that's where the strategic gain really hits home. The benefit is you eliminate what we call technical debt. We really suggest organizations avoid juggling separate event software, third-party shopping cards, all those different payment processors.
Because it just gets messy.
It gets messy, and it saves you time and money. And most importantly, every single piece of attendee and buyer data tracks automatically right into Salesforce.
Okay, let me pose a quick challenge here. Sometimes when a platform tries to do everything, it can get really complex for a small team. So what's the learning curve like?
That's a fair question, and it's why the interface is so important. We designed the backend to be, intuitive.
So it doesn't feel like you're just staring at a database.
Exactly. Even though it's backed by all the power of Salesforce data mapping, the setup process feels much more like you're configuring a normal e-commerce platform.
Okay, let's get into the practical side then, because that's where the power really shows up. We see 2 main uses, right? Building online stores and creating event registration pages.
Absolutely. When we focus on building online stores, the uses go way beyond just, selling t-shirts.
Right.
Clients use this for selling memberships, sponsorship packages, physical merch, and handling digital downloads, like, say, recordings from a past conference.
And we recommend that organizations keep complete control over that whole experience. You can manage product descriptions, variants like sizes and colors, inventory, pricing, discounts.
And, crucially, you can embed those add-on donations or upsells right in the checkout flow. This is where we see some incredible creativity.
You mean like that school supplies example? I love that one. Tell us more about how it works, because it's so different from traditional e-commerce.
It is. So imagine a nonprofit that supports students. Instead of just a Donate Now button, they list actual products like one backpack or set of textbooks.
So the donor sees a tangible item.
Exactly. The patron adds to their cart, pays $50, but the items are not shipped to the buyer. It's a highly personalized, targeted donation where the funds are earmarked for the students. It just connects the donor to the impact in a way a generic button can't.
It shifts it from abstract giving to, concrete fulfillment. Love that. Okay, let's flip over to creating event registration pages. This is the bread and butter for nonprofits, galas, conferences, 5Ks.
The flexibility here is immense. You can set up multiple ticket types, VIP, early bird, student rates, and manage all these complex pricing tiers. And the system handles custom registration questions automatically.
We have so many good examples here. I'm thinking of a client, a nonprofit, that does community arts classes. Their biggest pain point was managing class sizes.
Yes, the ceramic class registrations. They needed to manage capacity, say, only 12 spots per session, and handle material fees separately.
So how does the system solve that?
Well, because the store and event system ties inventory management to the ticket, or in this case, the class to you, once that 12th spot is purchased, The system just automatically pulls that class offline.
No more manual overscheduling.
None. No more waiting lists to manage. It's a huge administrative headache, just gone.
And it's not just classes. We have another client using this for performance tickets, which can get really complex.
That's right. They're managing tiered seating, multiple show dates and times, different prices for premium seats. The catalog management lets them set up all of that dynamic pricing.
And what about group registration? That's a huge one for galas or banquets. One person buying a whole table.
It's essential. The system handles it easily, so one person can register, say, 10 people for a table. But the crucial part isn't just taking the money, it's the data capture.
So you get all 10 names.
You get all 10 unique attendee records. They're all linked to the main purchase, and they're all mapped as event participants in Salesforce. You get the one sale, and you get 10 new or updated contact records.
What's great is that for the supporter, it just feels like a modern, familiar shopping cart. They can add a t-shirt, 2 tickets, a $50 donation, apply a coupon code, all in one cart.
And that familiarity makes them so much more likely to actually complete the transaction. And speaking of flexibility, we should mention open price items.
Ah, yes. This isn't just a basic donation field.
No. This lets you offer a product or ticket where the supporter chooses the amount. It's perfect for pay-what-you-can programs or maybe adding a flexible tip-the-staff option. It gives you so much flexibility without needing any custom code.
All right, let's pivot to a deeper breakdown. We've talked about the consolidation benefit. Now let's get into the advanced features that make this a truly professional system. Let's start with catalog management.
The scalability is what stands out. You can create, unlimited products, tickets, SKU variations, bundles, price tiers, but the real power is in the advanced controls.
Like setting max or min quantities?
Right, or configuring usage rules and managing those strict availability windows.
Tell me more about those windows. That sounds like a massive time saver.
It is. If your early bird pricing ends at midnight on August 1st,
Yeah.
you just set that in the system, and it manages the cutoff automatically. It switches to the general admission price without any staff having to do anything.
That's huge for marketing campaigns. Now, beyond the product, organizations need to maintain their brand. How much control do they get over the look and feel?
Full visual control. We call it branding and control. Organizations can configure themes, adjust the layout, and this is really important for larger orgs. We support custom domains.
So it can be store.yourorganization.org.
Exactly. It reinforces trust and brand identity. And that customization goes deep into the communications, too, through the email designer for all your confirmations and receipts.
Now, what about those really big federated organizations, like a national association with local chapters or a university with different departments? They need separate stores.
That is where the multi-store capability becomes a complete game changer. It lets these decentralized organizations build separate, distinct stores.
Each with its own branding.
Unique branding, its own product catalog, its own custom domain. It gives the local teams autonomy, but, and this is the key, all the data still flows back into that one central Salesforce instance. So headquarters gets oversight without having to micromanage.
Perfect. And on the event side, what about the nitty-gritty of attendee management?
For events, you can set per person or per ticket questions. This is crucial for logistics.
Like meal preferences or t-shirt sizes?
Exactly. Dietary needs, workshop selections for a conference, all of that. And we provide tools for easy check-ins and let you manage all the custom communications reminders, thank yous, surveys, all from our built-in email designer.
Okay, so now we get to the engine room. Integration and data insights. If you're running on Salesforce, this is really the whole reason to use the Click and Pay platform.
This is it. It just eliminates that headache of manual data transfers. It ensures your data is clean.
So let's go deeper on that. The system syncs essential data automatically. For the more technical people listening, why is this specific data flow so powerful?
The power is in the immediate, accurate mapping. Every transaction generates an order record in Salesforce. If it's a financial exchange, an opportunity record is created and linked right away.
At the same time.
At the same time. And every person registered is created or updated as a contact, and their participation is tracked through event registration and attendee objects.
So why does that matter to the finance team versus, say, the development officer?
Well, for the finance team, it means immediate revenue visibility. No more waiting for batch data uploads. For the development officer, they can look at a contact record and see instantly not just what they've given, but how they engage.
Right. Did they buy a sponsorship? Did they come to the gala?
Exactly. Did they register for a free training class? That event attendance and purchasing behavior, it becomes a crucial engagement touchpoint that's visible in real time.
And that leads directly into reporting and data insights. If the data is consolidated and clean, the reports are immediately actionable.
We really recommend organizations lean into the built-in reports. You get financial data right alongside behavioral data, product sales, ticket sales, revenue summaries, detailed attendance reports, even deep analysis of coupon usage.
So what this really all means is better data for better decisions. You're not guessing anymore about what your supporters want. You can analyze trends, see what sold best, and use that info to plan better future events.
You're maximizing impact and revenue based on actual data.
Okay, so to summarize, Store an Event is this unparalleled, centralized solution. It's ideal for nonprofits, schools, associations, really anyone running events from galas to classes or selling merchandise.
And it's fundamentally built to increase revenue and participation by offering a clean, really effortless online experience for supporters.
And the ultimate organizational benefit is just a massive reduction in workload. The automation, the data sync, having one reliable vendor for payments, stores, events, and your CRM sync, it streamlines everything.
It frees up your staff's time to focus on the mission, not on data entry. The consolidation of technology and data is the key. It's what makes this so essential.
Now, here's a final provocative thought for you, the listener, to chew on. Since all this data flows seamlessly into your CRM, the contacts, the orders, the attendees, the true value goes way beyond just the money you raise. Think about the complexity of the non-financial data you're capturing. If you track custom data like meal preferences or workshop choices for thousands of attendees across multiple events, what unexpected trend could that behavioral data reveal about how your supporters truly want to engage with your mission, beyond just their wallet?
That captured behavior is the gold mine. That's your future engagement strategy right there.
For more information about this and all Click and Pledge products, make sure to visit clickandpledge.com and request for a one-on-one training or demo. Whether you are a client or curious about our platform, just ask us and we will gladly get together with you to chat.
And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest features of the Click and Pledge Fundraising Command Center.